I can't remember when these were made. I lost track, but these were all done live. I gotta scan them in, and this one was really cool. That leaf. I love when stuff like that, like I didn't have to add anything to that. It was just a leaf. All I did was outline it. I love when that happens. So I'm just going through some previous paintings just while we get up to the time. I'll start at 5:55. I just wanted to give people time to get here. I'm going to draw the names of the giveaway. Well, that'll be fun. But if you're watching, say hi. Let me know you're here. This one was cool. We're going to create 3 paintings tonight. This one's cool. Does it even say? Like, I don't think I even have a title on it. I like this dice. Hey, Java. That weird cat thing. Beth, hello. How you doing? A little hummingbird. Foxes show up a lot in my paintings. And owls. So these are just some from the previous weeks. This is the first time that I've done the giveaway. I used to do a painting of the month and give that away through Patreon like a couple years ago, but yeah, I've been making these, and so I'll probably do some other giveaways with these, but this is one of my favorites too. I was just thinking of you, not Brad Pitt. How are you? I was hoping you'd be here. I felt like I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, thanks, Beth. Look at this one, is really cool because it's like got this little, I love when there's a little outlier, and we'll talk about that too. So what I do is I create the painting and then I interpret it. And one of the things that I look at is this outside space, the white space. I gotta turn the music down or I can't listen and talk at the same time. Not to music anyway. The white space on the outside, I usually interpret as the non-physical realm, and then this is the material realm. So when something kind of crosses over, then it's a symbolic of that connection to the non-physical realm. Yeah. Doing a little odd. I'm a little odd too. I understand that. Hey, Jules. Yeah, it is very spa-like, isn't it? This one was cool. This little salamander, the head came down to here, and we ended up kind of chopping the head off and making a new one. It grew back, so it'll do. So, this one has not been done. That kind of reminds me of like bees or something. So this is a background that hasn't been painted on. I'm odd too. Becky, hello. Yeah. You have days where you're confident and then days where you're like, yeah, I get it. Same here. This face, look at that mischievous little fairy. Remember this one? This is one of my favorites too. I just love I love the yellow with her pink hair and the boots on this marionette. That was a cool one. Korean, well, thank you. I'm gonna be hyper focused on my foot. totally noticing my voice now. This looks nice. I'd like to do that. When's the last time you read a book? I have a few books that I pick up once in a while, but I listen to Audible a lot, and then I feel like I'm not being a good book reader. But here's the magic stack of waffles. Oh, you were, yeah. Fern, hi. Well, thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, no, don't be sorry. Yeah, this one, that's right. I like books. Yeah, I like recorded books. It's kind of nice. This one was kind of kooky. Look at this told a whole story. So I'm excited to see what comes up tonight. We'll do 3. We did a few little ones. Hey, Joanne, how's it going? What was that? Oh, I missed it. I'm like, why does that look weird? It was upside down. And some, they're all a little bit, I feel like my own style comes through, but also I feel like almost like they were all painted by different people. Mm-hmm. I like the forest. See, I love trees too. This one, can you see this? This person down here looks like it's like sculpted. It's very subtle. You almost miss it at first. Oh yeah, and this one. I was thinking about, I've been asked to illustrate books a long time ago, and I didn't know anything about it, and I just got overwhelmed. But that's why I make oracle cards, so they each have a little message on them. But I was thinking it might be kind of cool to make some cards without words on them, and then I have a couple decks that have just images, but then use them for storytelling. But I have a hard time, ever since I got sick, I have a hard time writing now, and reading and writing. So I don't know if I'll be writing a book. I planned on it a long time ago, but I love the little birds. So I'm excited to see who wins the koalas are an unusual thing. Who wins last week's paintings? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Becky. Yeah, you've got your cards now, huh? The waterfall eyes. Do you see the face in it? Like the nose. This one was interesting because we were talking about like a straitjacket and stuff like that, like tied up on one side and free on the other. But then I was looking at it later and I'm like, oh, these are kind of like frog fingers. They're very similar to the frog fingers there too. This is a favorite of mine too. This wasn't long ago, too. Yeah. All right. So just so you know, I only started doing this last week. So each week I'm going to come on and create a new painting. So here are the ones from last week. There's this one. That lizard came back on my calendar recently. almost in the same spot too. So we created that one, and then this one. See the face over here? Oh, thanks, Beth. And then this one. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh, and I have to tell you, if you were here for this one last week, the day after, or the same day, I think, my brother sent me a text because he was laughing about this. He was looking for something to groom his rabbits or something, and he wanted to get some sort of thing, and he came across one of those dome, like, astronaut helmets for cats that I guess you use in grooming to, like, you know, and he sent me a picture of it because he was cracking up, and I was like, oh my God, I just painted that today. It was a riot. It was so fun. Aww. How old is your toddler? Hey, Softly Woven. I'm glad you're here. I love that wave too. Isn't it amazing? That really turned out great. I mean, it was already there, which is, I love when that happens. Okay, so I got distracted. And what I was saying was, I'm going to pull a name. We got 48 entries into the drawing, right? Can you, Laura? I was thinking of you. I was like, I bet you can confirm that. So I got 48 entries. If you want to enter, I've reset it. So whatever we create today, I'm also going to give away the original. So you can go to the links in my bio and it'll say free art. And that's where you enter the drawing. So the entry is closed for these, but it's open now for the next ones. And then I'm going to try to do it live as I get more and more. Like, it didn't take me too much. I just printed it out and chopped them. But anyway, okay, so let's do this one. So I'm going to draw one for each painting. And then I'll email the person, so... Yeah, I'm sure it'll be more. Because when I used to do this, it got up to a lot. All right. And the winner is Stoyanka. Congratulations. Okay. And I don't know if anybody... it's funny because I don't know people's like names with their thing. All right. And the wave. So you enter in my bio. There's a link to my website. And it'll say free art. So the winner of the wave is... Whoops, I think that said Jacob. These are little. Jacob, congratulations, Jacob. You got the wave. And then the winner of the astronaut cat. Astronaut cat. And the whole story with this was the cat went through the kelp garden, and so the pink walrus is complaining to the neighbors. And the winner is Beth. Congratulations. All right. So if you're not sure if it's you or whatever, you'll get an email from me. But congratulations to the winners, and thank you everyone so much for entering the drawing. And just as a reminder too, so I'll send out an email to everybody who entered. You'll get a special discount on these prints because these are now available as prints. And while I'm live, I make things so complicated, but while I'm live, if you want an intuitive painting created just for you, it's an hour-long one-on-one session. You can book that, and they're 33% off right now. So yay. Was that you, Beth? Ah, that's awesome. Oh, thank you. Thanks everyone so much for the support. I really love it. So I'll recap the winners at the end too for people who are just coming in. But I want to get some painting started. All right. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Give me 1 second. So I'll recap real quick the winners. Maybe I can put them up here. No, to get in the way. Okay. I'm just making things. So the winners are Stoyanka and Jacob and Beth. And when I do the recap, I'll go over that again. But for now, let's paint. Yay! All right, so go ahead and pick one per person. And these are the colors that we'll use for the background. 22. Do you mean 8? This one? Okay. 17. 21. 11, 3. 12. Okay. All right. Let's see. Make sure I have everybody. Oh my goodness. Made it, man. Okay. Thank you for the paper crane. 17, 21, 11, 3, 12. This one, I lost them. Oh my goodness. 24. Oh, that's cool. 18, got it. 25. 30. Okay. I think I got everybody. If I didn't get you this time, I will get you on the next one. So we're going to do 3. And where did I put them? There we go. So all 3 of them are going to be the same size this time. Oh, excuse me. Oh. All right. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you. Cake. I love cake. Thank you. All right, let's start here. I feel like these 2 colors can be friends. Panda? Those are cool. Thank you so much. Hey, Janet, how's it going? I love that periwinkle. That's one of my favorites, yeah. I do too. I love seeing like the natural. I love jewel tones and stuff, but it's funny because like if I like for my I like painting with jewel tones, but I love earthy browns, and so I love mixing the brown in with it, yeah. Nice. All right, I think I got all of them. Let's see what kind of mess we can make. I wish I could send the rain over there. I'm doing a rain dance too, or something. Some kind of squishing grapes. That's what it feels like. Whoops. I just knocked some paint over. Squid. I definitely feel my inner child like want to back up. Oh, okay, I gotta pick up. Yeah, I probably started like, I don't smoke weed anymore, but I probably was developed when I used to smoke pot. Because I would actually put the paint on canvas and then just squish it around. It was actually kind of like a tie-dye process, actually. I'm an old deadhead, and I like the art that was made in parking lots. I think this probably plays an influence. I'm just cleaning up my space, and then I'm gonna let it right there. And I like looking at stuff and seeing what I see in it, and so, yeah. Dragon party, nice. This is gonna be fun. I wanna adjust this a little bit. I had like my lighting and stuff is a little weird, so. All right, so now I'm gonna take some of the layers off because I want to be able to paint right away. I can't smoke anymore. It makes me weird. I don't know if it's like because it's stronger than it was when I was younger or what, but I just get too weird and paranoid. It could be because I got sick and my brain, neurologically, I'm not the same as I was either, though. Yeah, or what is that saying? Like if you don't need to take a bus to Detroit if you already live there or something. I can't remember how that goes, but yeah, I think I'm just like always high anyway without need of, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I was thinking that I'm in Wisconsin and it's still whatever, but CBD kind of helped a little bit, but I just didn't want to pay for that. I don't know. Look at this profile over here. All right, we're getting there. Yep, I have that too. I see you, Mad Mink. I see the profile too, like the nose over here, and there's even like a big cheek. It kind of looks like they're yelling. Pain gang. I'm in pain too. All right. Let's see what else. I definitely see a face there. Let's see. This to me kind of looks a little bit like a lamp, like an oil lamp. I was thinking like an old man. Yeah, like there's a nose or something. I was feeling a being, but I actually feel maybe a head and arms up here too. Still see the dragon party? Actually, I kind of see something coming up here. Like it kind of comes up like this. Actually, like a neck and a dragon head. All right, that's where I want to start actually, is that purple. So I always say start with what you know for sure, because you can speculate on all the other stuff, but I'll go with the strongest. You see a lot of, you know what, there's a lot of, I can feel all the, like, monsters or whatever, yep. So, okay. So, I didn't express it in the beginning, but the intention for this painting, because there's always an intention, and then I read it at the end to get a message. And the intention for this one is just, what do we need to know for this week going forward? Let's see. Oh, maybe that's... Use the 17. Seconds. Okay, right here. You said east and I'm lost. I have to laugh at that because I sometimes give directions to people because I can feel, I live where there are a lot of lakes and I can feel the heaviness of the bodies of water, so it's easy for me to know what east is. And although when I moved up here and I don't have Lake Michigan to my east anymore, it's a little weirder, but I would tell people directions like that and they're always like, what? Wait, what? Left or right? It's funny. Somebody asked me a question. Do I ever turn it upside down? Not usually, no. Just because I know I did, yes. Joanne influenced me, and we had a really cool one that time. But I don't typically. I have once for a reading too, but that was because that person moved between dimensions and okay. Give me a second to see what this is. Number 3. They are acrylics, yeah. Yeah, they're just apple barrels. Little. It's very fun. I used to teach or do workshops of this, and absolutely anybody can do it. Everybody's results will be a little different just based on how much you practice painting, but I feel like this dragon's like rolling its eyes at me. Yes, there will be art group. That's right. So I do an art support group every Thursday. Thanks for the reminder. And it's free and open to anybody. It's very limited space, but anybody can join. And it's donation. I shouldn't say it's free. It's pay what you can. So if you can pay, I really would appreciate it. But if you can't, that's okay too. I'd much rather you still be there. Yeah. The more we do anything, the easier it gets. And it's not even a practice to develop the skill of like creating images that look like things. I mean, I've been painting for 20, 30 years and I still don't really, I mean, I don't know. But it's about, the practice is more about like freeing yourself from feeling like it needs to look a certain way, or I don't know if this is like a dinosaur or a dragon or what it is yet. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you find it relaxing. We need relaxing. I feel like part of my mission in life is to be a positive distraction from the world. So I feel like there's a lamp down here. I don't know if it's a lamp or like a tea kettle. I think it's more of a tea kettle. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the July calendar turned out great. Yeah, the calendar, so it's fun. So I tried to, because when I started the calendar, I didn't intend to really share it. And then I ended up coming on, caving in and opening a TikTok account to come and hang out with some of my artist friends. And then I was like, well, what am I going to put on, And so I started doing time lapses of it's actually my daily journal. It's my daily practice. And so when I started, I grabbed the calendar and I threw out January. I ripped the top page and threw it in the garbage, and then I did the last day of February. And so now people are asking like, hey, can you do January? I had no intention whatsoever of like making prints or anything. So now I want to go back and I want to create January and February so that there's a complete year. So I bought a new calendar, right? So I could do the January and February. The freaking calendar starts in July now. Honest to God, I bought it. And I was like, you gotta see this. I was all excited. I didn't look at it very closely. Let me see if I can. I didn't look at it very closely. Freaking thing goes July 2021 to June. What the hell? Right? Isn't that messed up? So, I don't know. If anybody comes across a calendar that's January 2021, let me know. Ugh. Silly. Ooh. You okay, Lulu? Yeah. Go get some water, honey. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Thank you. Look. Yeah, so it's like the dragon's coming up out of the tea kettle, I think. Is there a reason I do dark blue instead of black? Because I like to build to the, sometimes I go right in with black, and I interpret it as, so the darker colors I interpret as like shadow work, and the other one's like a focus on light. That's kind of how I read it. So I sometimes will start with black, and that tells me that it's like I want to make really clear, decisive boundaries. This one, the boundaries are okay with, they're pretty clear, but not all the way to black, right? But I will go back in and probably use black eventually. But I usually like to build to the extremes when I don't know. It's not everything's like a conscious choice until I read it at the end, and then I figure out what it is. So spirals tend to represent growth and change. It can sometimes be about coming back to the same place, like coming full circle, but from a new perspective. So this could be about that. If we're revisiting some patterns from the past, that could be some of what's coming up this week. Thank you. Oh, it's an academic calendar? Huh. Oh, stupid academia. That's okay, I'll use it. I did do the drawing, Jen. I'll send out an email to everybody who entered too. Did I watch the Wish Dragon movie? And I have not. I would probably like it though. I like swirlsies too. What's my favorite color? It just depends. I love greens, but I love like greens in I like plants, right? I decorate with a lot of teal and purple. I love charcoal gray. I just do. And turquoise. And I like red. I don't know. I don't have a favorite, I guess. Does that answer your question? Not really, huh? All right. I'm going to come over here with this one now. So I needed to put in the basic form of that. I think it's a dragon. I'm going to call it a dragon. That dragon first. And now I feel like I can come over here. Is the genie, is there like a face up in here? That's the genie? I think they might be laughing. Some shadow just in the blue. I feel like the blue also, it feels like a mix of, like I can feel it in my throat a little bit, but it also feels like a mix of, I can't think of the word. Intuition. I don't know why I could not think of that. It feels like, yeah, like receiving, and here's that ear, receiving clear messages. And I just heard like, well, sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta be quiet and stop talking for a minute if you're gonna let your higher self speak, give others a chance to speak for a moment. That's funny. When did I start painting? I started painting professionally in 2001 when my son was born, so that I could stay home with him because he had special needs. I was a single mom, but I don't know. I made art as a kid, constantly. It was like how I coped. Ooh. I kind of just want to make a little boop there. Maybe some more sparkles. Yeah, I've been working as an artist off and on for about 20 years. I started out on eBay. And I've been in galleries, and I have a mention in the Smithsonian catalog and all kinds of fun stuff. I was on PBS, and yeah. And then I went back to, there's like a little heart here. Let's just fill that in. I went back to school and I have a degree in art therapy. And that was fun. All right. So now, it's interesting because I'm not ready to commit. That's how I think of like the black lines are like committing to where lines are. And so instead, I'll put this pearl earring here. Ooh, that's nice and bright, huh? Yeah, low-key famous. Yeah, like, well, I don't know, famous, well, I suppose you can be broke and famous. Yeah. I'm the kind of famous that doesn't really pay anything. So let's see. Yeah, put some light on this. This handle is very interesting. So I'm defining boundaries, but with light this time. So that's an interesting concept. Hey, thank you for the rose. That's like the best. When people tell me that I inspire them, I think that's my favorite compliment. I really appreciate that. That's so when I was doing a lot of work around like my personal mission, because one of the things I do is I love helping people figure out their life path, and that's really at the core of my business, is helping people with their life purpose stuff. And so obviously I had to do that work myself. And when I was figuring things out, one of the things that came up was like because I use art as a way to access that stuff. So I did this collage thing, and this phrase kept coming, like, I help people see. And that's what I aim to do, is help people see themselves and be inspired. And yeah, because if you're feeling inspired, it means that you're seeing your own, capabilities, and feel, because usually there's like inspiration feels like you could take action, like it's inspired action. Yeah, so if you go, Wicked Witch, hello. So if you go to my link up there I think that's where my profile is, right? If you click that, then there'll be a link to like all the links, and the one you want says free art, and you'll be able to enter there. All you have to do is just basically signing up for my email list. And even if you're already on it, you can still enter. So if you entered last week, you can still enter the drawing. Like that connection. Dragons. I love dragons. So how are you, Wicked Witch? It's good to see you. You having a good week so far? Ooh, yum. I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm lying. Like, and the painting's calling me out, because as I said, I'm doing well. I just saw a teardrop. I am really struggling with grief, and, but I'm managing it. So I'm gonna acknowledge that. It's weird. I mean, like, I'm grieving. It's not even like, part of it is people that I've lost, that are no longer physically here, but also my son not being around, and not, the people I love are far from me, and I'm like mourning being a young parent. It's really weird. It's a weird thing that nobody really prepared me for, when your kids grow up, and yeah, it's weird. Like, I did it right. Above the teardrop is up here. Aw. Good eye. feel like it's kind of actually pouring from that. Oh, there's another one. Look at, they're everywhere. So much love. Yeah. Ricotta. Okay, so now you got me at cheese. All right. I feel happy again now. All right, so now I think I'm ready to really, whoops, put down, to commit to the lines here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. It really is. I love cheese. So gnocchi is like potato, right? So is it gluten-free? Like if you make it yourself? Or do you have to add flour in order to make it like real? Aw, thank you. We all deserve happiness, don't we? Thank you for reminding me. I made this thing last night. I was just craving sweets and something just, so I kind of made like a fry bread thing, you know, just like flour and a little bit of, because I don't eat sugar, so it was like monk fruit and flour and some oil in a pan. And then I put cream cheese and these most delicious strawberry preserves on it. It was like so happy. I was so happy. Oh, yum. Yeah, gluten-free flours really are, they destroy my gut, and I just, they do more harm than good for me, unfortunately. I have so much inflammation. So like the thing I ate last night was not good, but whatever. Hey, 82 Linda. It is a cookie jar. Where's a cookie jar? Oh, is that another one like that, isn't it? It's kind of like a pot. It's a pothead. Dragon is a pothead. So if for those of you who don't really know me yet, I have a rule when I'm painting, like if it comes into my brain, like if all thoughts just come out of my mouth. I'm just like no filter pretty much. And the reason I do that is just because there might be some important, it's kind of like a little Dutch oven, isn't it? There might be some important information, and I don't qualify it. Okay. A little shadow work here. Give it some more depth. This parts in here make me think that this is like a, A dinosaur or something. I don't know. No, no, you're good. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're not butting in at all. Because I can choose to ignore everybody. Happy Italian pillows, yes. Oh, I know. It is, but it's, yeah, the shadow work is, yeah, it's been a long, I'm tired too. I understand. All right, so it's time to listen. For some reason, I keep coming back to this ear. I'm really having a hard time developing the ear, so I feel like, you know, that might be part of the work, is like developing our ability to listen. I feel like there's words on here, but I'm not exactly sure what they are, so okay, it just says jar. Jar, but backwards. Okay then, and this one. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a wonderful, that must be a wonderful feeling. Good for you. All right, this is feeling almost done. Of course, every time I say that, there's more. Am I hearing the song Three Blind Mice in my head? Seahorse, like right here, coming down. I'm glad you could pop in. Thank you. All right. So this one's done. This is one of 3. I need to put, see, what's that oppositional little, is that the cookie jar? I feel like, yeah, that might be cookies. I think there might be cookies in there. Oh my goodness. All right. There's still a lot, like I still see a face over here too, and another one here, and more down here. I feel like there's just a whole bunch of beings in this whole general area. Condensation, that's what I just heard. It's like all of the energies, all this red intense energies of all that is like condensating Is that a word, condensating? But it's condensing into a single teardrop, and it has to do with like the steam or something. The steam's coming up and it's hitting it, it's becoming dense, coming back down. There's some kind of like thing happening there. Yeah, it's definitely us. So this is a collective reading. This is, coming from the energy of the group. I feel like that yellow is, connected to our, let me see if I can get the lighting a little better. The yellow's connected to our solar plexus and our personal will, and kind of like singing our song, like the music notes came out right when you were talking about your past self, Wicked Witch. So like it feels connected to that concept of, celebrating how far we've come, kind of thing, and how we've developed. I mean, we've it kind of reminds me of the whole one of my cards, the Promised Land, and like, we think we set out to try to get somewhere, and it's not so much about where we're going, but the songs we sing along the way, and specifically not just any old songs, but the song, like our song. And it's really interesting too, like the whole the word universe. And I think Softly Woven a little while ago, if you're still here, you said words matter, or you said something like that, words are powerful, something like that. And the word universe, like one song, uni and verse, I feel like that's, kind of happening within there too. It's the one with the boats and the instrument. Yeah, it's the one with Jerry Garcia on it. Yeah, and he's like playing it, and then there's like a ship in the middle, and there's people cheering on the front. Yeah. There's a lot of pink. There's a lot of compassion. This feels like a lot of compassion for self. Eat the fucking cookie, that just screamed at me, like, just eat the damn cookie. It doesn't have to be gluten-free. Just enjoy yourself. Like, there's a difference between enjoying yourself and like gluttony. Like there's and so like and I understand some people, it's, you can't have one drink, and I understand there's aspects of that where things become addiction and whatever. So I'm not saying like, have that one hit or whatever, but I'm saying like make yourself a nice homemade meal and enjoy it. If you're going to eat it anyway, don't shame yourself for it, I guess, is the key. And that's even, even if it is an addiction, I feel like shame is so much more detrimental. So if you're going to do it anyway, like when I smoked, it's like, I might as well enjoy this freaking cigarette than sit here and berate myself for having it, Anyway, the whole thing is like this compassionate, inspired action, right? That tea kettle, it just feels like just love. It just feels like, I think part of the message is looking at how we define our self-care too, and how we're kind of shifting with that too. So there's a fierceness here with it. Coming back around, but to the same spot, but from a different perspective. A collective kind of outpouring. It's cozy. I think that's a good description too. It's like it's funny because it's like cozy and the rosy cheeks. There's a comfort there that comes through. But power at the same time, that dragon is powerful. And so it's coming out of that. And there's magic too. Oh, and one of the things that I noticed here too, there were a couple of these little starbursts. There's 3 of them. I don't know where the third one is, but I counted 3. And so kind of expressing ourselves, right? And you just said it too, Joanne. Let's have a cup of tea and talk, right? So it's like getting into a comfortable place so that you can express yourself honestly, and really express what you're really feeling. And actually, I think that's what that teardrop that was, I have a tendency that when someone asks, how you doing? I just default to, I'm doing fine. Like, I don't want to burden anybody with, and then what did I see? A teardrop. And I'm like, actually, here's what's really true. I am okay. I am doing fine, but I am dealing with stuff. And I think it's about time that we find a way to express ourselves honestly without, like, I don't really enjoy complaining, but I think there's a middle ground between pretending everything is fine and spill the tea, huh? Yeah, something like that. I think that, yeah. So there's lots of good messages. Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so. I think we've received the same programming for sure. So so if you're new to my work, this is how I interpret the paintings. Like if you got a private reading, which by the way, they're all 33% off while I'm doing the lives each week. So if there's any left, I only put a few on there. I think it's like 8 of them or something, but you can save 33%. Anyway, this is how I interpret it. So this is the internal process on this side. This is what's happening internally, and this is what's happening externally. There's a pretty clear. It feels like a lot of stuff's going on internally. We're doing a lot of our processing. That's where the eye is open. That's where all this. And then where's the other? So if we look at top and bottom. This is what's kind of subconscious. Our song and our ability to like express that and kind of wear our identity on our face, like really show up and express and sing our song, like that's still coming into awareness, and it has something to do with pearl earring, like wearing your pearl, like, you know, keep it in a drawer, like wear them, you know. Yes, I feel like that too. I don't want to feel like I'm burdening people with my problems, so I'm fine. Yep. That's it. Yep. And so here the handle is on the inside, but the steam and the spout is on the external. So this is the release. This is the expression that comes back around. And it's all taking place in the head. This is all going on in the head, right? Yeah. Well, it's interesting too. So that whole concept of burdening people and I'm fine, like when like at what point are you not fine, right? Is it at the point where you can't even say I'm fine anymore? Because I feel like, but then like when I do ask, but then this is the thing, is I asked for help and I'm treading water, and people will, you know, agencies will say, well, you're treading water, so come back when you're actually drowning. So that's part of the thing too. Anyway, all right, so that's this one. Let me pull a card around it real quick, and then we'll start a second one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When someone says, how you doing? And then it causes you to just break down. Yeah. Yes. I understand that too. So I've got 2 decks here. I'm going to shuffle them together. This is the Sacred Journey deck. And then this is the Mandala series. This is the open edition Sacred Journey. I'm just going to shuffle once. So we'll take this one. That makes sense. Comfort zone. Love where you are. Be thankful for all the things that bring you surety and ease. Begin from that safe space to expand the limits of your creativity. You gotta be comfortable to push yourself out of your comfort zone, right? So start there. Start with creating the comfort zone. And that feels like it's connected here. That comfort. Create your comfort zone. You gotta bring the water to boiling. So you gotta fill the pot first, though. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good one. So just a reminder, as I get up and stretch my legs, you can book a session for 33% off. And if you want to enter to win that original, I got to sign it. Hold on. So then it'll be worth millions and you can sell it on eBay. There we go. Yeah, so you can enter to win. You can go to my website, which is, there's a link in my bio there. I'm just stretching. Want to see my dog? We're going to do another painting in a second. You wouldn't. Look at this. Look at this dog over here. Hi, Lulu. Are you sleeping? That's her blankie. That's her Winnie the Pooh blanket. What are you doing? Hi. Are you sleepy? She's my good dog. It is a Lulu. Are you a Lulu? Oh, see that book? My mom gave me that. Isn't that cool? It's a book they folded the pages in so it says daughter. Isn't that neat? Very cool. How young are you, Lulu? Huh? She just shrugged, like, I don't know. Let's see. So I got her when she was like a year old in 2000. So she's like 7, I guess. Is that right? Is that the right math? Aw, Luna. Oh, that's awesome. I love cats. I could have a house full of cats before I could have a house full of dogs. I love my dog, but I miss having a cat. Although I think sometimes it's funny because my cat Mickey, I was absolutely convinced that he was like part dog. Because he was super, like, he'd run out to greet people when they came over and stuff. And then, he just did weird dog stuff. Drank out of the toilet like a cat. He was just weird. But, but I think Lulu is part cat because she crawls up on the back of the thing. She hides under the bed. She's just, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, cats do like those cars, right? All right, let's put this one up here. And just so you know, like so the last week's, I've been scanning them and they're now uploaded. So this one will be available as a print too. If you enter the drawing, I'll send you a coupon for it, I think. I'm not sure how much yet. I don't know. I got to work out the numbers because I don't really make anything on prints anyway, so I got to make sure I don't, like, actually lose money. I have a tendency to do that. My brain doesn't really comprehend that very well. Okay, I'm just organizing these. 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't have a problem pricing like my original stuff that comes from me. It's just that so my website, it's like it's linked up with a printing company and they make the prints and they ship it. And so it's great because I can leverage my time. I don't really have to do much. But what ends up happening is because I'm self-employed, I have to pay 15% of all my income in taxes. So if I sell something and if I sell something that's $100 and I make $25 on it, that's my profit or whatever, I collect the $100, so then I have to pay $15 out of that in taxes. So I essentially only make like $10. So and then if I discount it too much, I end up either owing or not making anything, which is whatever because I don't really have to do anything. But anyway, but my brain just can't wrap around it. Yeah, I love math, but Yeah, for some reason, I think just my anger about taxes gets in the way and makes short circuits my brain. That's probably, you know. All right, you ready to make another painting? Let's forget about that for a minute. All right. Okay, so one per person. Go ahead and pick whatever color you like. You know, I thought I was really good at math, and then I took my acuplacers like a long time ago, and I had been doing medical transcription, so I was so much better at English than I had been when I left high school. 18, trying to keep up. All right, 36. All right, good ones. Nice choices. Let me make sure I have everybody. Hello. Alright, I have 9, 25, and 24. That is a nice purple, isn't it? 18, 8, 36, 3. You got it. Oh, that's a nice. Look at that palette. This is going to be beautiful. Okay. Ooh, that's exactly what I was thinking. Ooh, look at how pretty. Ooh, okay. Where's my paper? Where's my paper? Uh-oh. There it is. Nice. I like that you picked the 8. But, yeah. Well, this one has a... Oh, this one wants to play. All right. Yeah, perfect timing. It's a nice one. I have goosebumps. Like, big time goosebumps for some reason. Lots of energy flowing. Actually, it's like, whew. It's watercolor paper. It's just like a cold pressed, like, pack, or like, not a tablet, not the one where all 4 things are or whatever, but like a, you know what I mean? It's water. The short answer is it's watercolor paper. Hey, Alicia. Get on there. Whoa. Okay. Well then. Bear with me while I put these up and give myself some space. Also need to cleanse the palette. So what I do is I just pour a little bit of water on it and let that soak for a second, and then wipe it out. Makes it easy. Have you ever just high five smacked, like just, yep, I have. I used to go out in the yard and just splatter paint all over canvas and stuff. When my son was little, it was fun, yeah. Let's see. All right. Squish, squish. Oh, what a relief it is. Sometimes I like to do like that. Plop plop fizz fizz, that's right. Calling out the Gen X. All right. I don't know why I just grabbed this and pull it. That's not what I meant to do, but I suppose that's what I'm supposed to do. I meant to get a towel, but I grabbed this instead, so I guess we're doing some more of this. Okay. Oh, taking it to the edges. Okay then. Totally just, it was like this weird automatic thing happened. Maybe it was because I grabbed the paper underneath it. I don't know. Re-squish, yep. That was weird. Like, I didn't realize what I was doing until it was already there. It does, it feels like fairyland for sure. There we go. What's happening here? Woo! Where did that blue come from? What the hell? Was that there? Did we have blue before? How did that even, Well, that was cool. Yeah, definitely feeling some tree. I like that blue. All right. I feel like there's like a tree branch up there, so I think that's where I'm gonna start. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's so weird because the blue like puked in the middle, right? How did it get to the edges? Isn't that wild? I love that. That's fun. Okay. That was cool. That's pretty cool. I just need the right paintbrush now. This one looks good. What was that, number 9? Or no? What color was it, 29? A woman in a purple dress with a stag. Oh, I love, yeah, when you look up at the, it does feel like looking up at the sky. Nice. We had I think, what was the one? Did I, oh, I must have come on and did some painting the other day or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try this flat brush. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. It goes like this. And like that. Actually, it's weird because it feels more like I'm looking down in a pond. But wow. Okay, so this blue is like, all right, that's cool. You can be what you want to be. A blue tree. Wow. I almost feel like I can't control it. It's that same automatic feeling that came over when I re-squished. I just now noticed that the music has like bird song in it. Can you hear it? I don't know if it was in there before, but right where I started, the tree branch was where you saw. Oh, really? Sweet, sweet. This right here looked like a little fairy or something. Can you see it? Like a little, I don't know, something. I'm kind of like in my own little, like, excuse me for a moment while I just grow with these branches. Expansion, that's the word that I'm feeling. It's a very peaceful expansion. It's nice. Oh, thanks. enjoy your dinner. I'm using acrylics, actually, just craft paint, little apple barrel craft paint, but on watercolor paper. This is acrylic too, it's watered down. That's about to... All right. Hello. So I'm feeling like this circular thing in the middle, but I don't want to. No, I want to make it a perfect circle because I'm just like that. So I'm gonna. Well, it's not big enough. Let's see. This one's long enough. I want to find the center. There it is. All right. Close enough. Let's go for a little flower of life. Yeah? No. Well, no. I'll just stick with that one. And number 8. Yeah. Thanks. It's really relaxing doing the work. You were talking about that woman in purple with the stag, and I feel like this is their symbol, like the triquetra, like that it's related to that same thing. I don't see the woman and the stag, but this feels like their energy. That makes sense? Like, yeah. I haven't been doing the Mandala Mondays, no. I was just thinking of that too, because it was very much like that. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Did that tool grove or draw? I'm not sure if I understand what you're asking. I'm glad you're here. I'm so impatient. Like, I'll put down and wipe off a bunch of layers just so that it's like driving around the block to avoid having to sit at a light. I'm so weird, but I like it. Oh, it drew, yeah, there's graphite on there. Like you can see it. Actually, there's one right here too that I'll need to cover up or erase eventually too. But yeah, so there's graphite on it. It makes a groove pretty much in it too, I think. You can kind of see. I'm not real concerned about the finished product though. If you, as you get to know me, you'll understand. Yeah, I'm much more focused on the process than the product. So, not too worried about any of that stuff. Let's see. Over, under, over. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so it's like it's a compass. So it's got the little pointy part on that side, and then this is graphite, and you could just stick, and you replace this one if you need to. You can oh, I got paint on it. And then you adjust it to the width that you want. It gets open and close, and yeah, it makes life easier. Oh, I love it, yeah. It's called a compass. This one's made by Fiskars. Just they make scissors and stuff. It's, yeah. You will put a hole in your canvas though, just so you know. Alright, let me get a clean eraser to get the other part off, because now I'm aware of it. It needs to go. Or maybe not. Yeah. I got an idea. Okay. Yeah, don't ever put it down. Exactly. That's wonderful. Alright, so there's a circle there. Make sure that's the same size. Alright, so I'll put one here. Sometimes I hit the little dial thing and it makes it the wrong size. There we go. Yeah. Number 3. Or maybe, what color do I want? I think I want that number 3. Oh, thanks for the flowers. Nice. that's bright. Wasn't expecting that. Is that what I'm listening to? The fairy ring. Oh, because they're pointy? Oh, the ring. Because I had to look up. I'm like, what am I listening to? I'm listening to Peter Helland. I was like, I have to look that up. I love New Age music. I had a friend that went with me to a doctor's appointment one time, and they, in our hospital, they have pianos that people can just play. And this guy sat down at the piano and just improvised the most beautiful, like, it made me cry. It was so beautiful. Just came from him, from within him. It's absolutely wonderful. That's one of the, I'm grieving the loss of him. He was a very complicated person. Let's see. Thank you. I think the pointy part was too long on them, right? Is that what the deal was? Yeah. Hey, Chase. The rings, well, I'll get into the reading at the end. I'm not really at the point of thinking about it, but circles tend to represent the self and, you know, what you might think, like unity and wholeness, those kinds of things. So I'm just putting this white on here because I'm going to eventually put green back on top of it, but I want it to be as bright as this green back here. I love that green. This one's kind of different. It's a little bit more, yeah, this isn't really happened before that I can remember anyway. Feels a little bit more technical than, which is funny because weren't we talking about like math or something before we started? It's like I'm distracted. I guess some math can be beautiful, huh? Math is beautiful. I love, it's so satisfying when there's like a right answer. I'd prefer, you know, philosophical and theological conversations, but it is nice once in a while to have a definitive answer. the white followed by black in the back in here. Here come the birds again. Still feels like water to me. I think this is like a reflection. What was this color? Is that this one? I think so. Yeah, looking down but seeing above us. Nice, beautiful way to put that. I love it. the nice things about being self-taught is I don't really know what I'm doing, and I don't know if it's wrong, which is nice. So even when I went to school and I'd already been painting for, I think 10 years, and they were like, oh, you need to take painting. And I was like, no, I don't want to learn that I've been doing it wrong. Because I would see all the students, like I could tell which high school they came from based on what their artwork looked like. And I didn't want that to happen to my artwork. And I don't care if it's wrong. I just want it to be mine, you know? It does feel like a portal, yeah. Let's see if I can get this green to go back on here. Yeah. I love that color green. Just feels right. Windy. It does. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of air in this one. The other one, it's funny because it feels like water, but yeah. Oh, I forgot I had goosebumps. You're right. See, that's why when things pop into my head, I gotta say them out loud or I forget. Oops. You go there. Where's that one color? Was it this one? Yeah, this one. Okay, this might be a little crazy. Dang it, I keep dipping my finger into that. Neuron divergent. That'd be a good title for it. I'm not giving these titles, but I might put that one in a folder in my brain. I like that. There's a part of me that's like, you're losing the trees. Is anybody else feeling that? You're losing what was there. There's like, I can feel that programming about, you know, fear of loss and letting go and, yeah. You're gonna ruin it if you keep going. Mm-hmm. You know what it reminds me of a little bit too, when you're talking about neurons and stuff, you know how you see all the little things swirl around your in your field of vision. This kind of reminds me a little bit of that. Like when you look past things, but you're also looking very closely to yourself. I don't know how to say it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed the background where it was, like all the little flowy colors and things like that. And yeah, there's a part of me that's like, oh, I'm sorry that I can't see that anymore. Um, but I need to make space to like this too. I don't have to, but I think I'd just feel better if I did, so sometimes you have to let go. So maybe I'll like this just as much, if not more. Oh, that's an interesting compass. Navigation. Mm-hmm. Drew it in. Oh my gosh, I love that. Very nice. Bam, right in the middle. It like forces my eyes to blur out to take it in. if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how else to say that, but it's like I have to kind of look at it as a whole to, mm-hmm. Like those magic eye things, you know, where you have to like blur your vision to see it. Yeah. It does feel like, yeah, where did that fairy go? It was down in here. I don't know. Yeah, there's fairies. They're just, you have to work a little to see them, I think. Okay. I think I'm done with this one. What's interesting is it's pretty symmetrical for the most part. It's growing. Chirp, chirp. There. Whew. Okay. All right. Enough. I feel like it's like endlessly evolving. Like I could just keep going and going and going forever. Actually, the tree branches kind of make me think of like serpents too. There's kind of this definitely a lot of like goddess energy. That almost looks like a bubble right there. The way that it's kind of almost like I can see through it, or very bright. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at some of the messages in it. I feel like I'm not sleepy, but I'm just kind of like, whoo, kind of woozy from it. Like I just got back from, I don't know, astral projection or something. I just returned from the astral plane. Boy, my arm's tired or something. They do look like bubbles, right? Yeah. Whew, it's very swirly. I feel like I'm like, whew. All right. It's got that quality too, like I have to kind of step back from it a little bit. I did the majority of the painting of it through the camera lens rather than looking at it in person, which is an interest. It was very rare for me. I don't usually do that. But yeah, it was interesting. So, okay. Power of 3, which I feel like that's part of what was coming up with this one too. There were 3 of these little starbursts, and I feel like 3 is that, you know, social expression, expressive, that kind of thing. And so it's kind of this expressing. I feel like also it's like the trifold self, because circles tend to represent the self. Very much a symbol of like cells dividing, so it's like development, personal development of the heart, maybe because of the green. Very earth. It's got, I feel so many different elements. So I feel water and air, very water and air. Let's just leave it there. But also then the earthy, but very water and air. I feel like that's a little fairy in the center, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. They're like a little being. I just feel lost in it. I feel like, you know, when you like go somewhere and you're just kind of, I think it's like awe inspired. I just feel like awe. Yeah. And then, yeah, like the 3 ripples too. So it feels like personal expression, and I think that's probably why I don't really have words. Because I think part of the message is that you don't really need words. I think we use words way too much, where you don't really, you know, they maybe even complicate things, where we can just, our heart just radiates out. It ripples out like that anyway. And like trees, like the roots of trees, like they go. I had a weird thought today that feels related to this, and I'm just going to share it because maybe it'll, you know, give some insight into anybody who needs it. But I was looking at the tree. I very much want to move and have my own space that has my trees and my my garden and stuff, and you know, and I was thinking about trees, and so I went out and I hugged on the tree that's in the front yard of the house that I'm renting, and I asked it to pass along the message to wherever my trees are, because I had this sense that their roots are somehow connected. And I feel like that's part of what's kind of, you know, like hey, I'm on my way, or you know, whatever. But while also at the same time, you know, letting the tree know that I loved it, even though it's not where I want to be. Anyway, but so yeah, it's kind of like there's something about roots too, like it's all the interconnectedness of things. Yeah, that bird song in the background. I feel like I'm in like an eternal forest or something, yeah. And that's that weaving, that kind of Celtic knot type, where it's infinite and totally interlocking. It's all one, but three separate, but one. And I think that's the aspect of self where our spirit is, and that's why I say, like, that's the big message, I think, that with the goosebumps is like the vastness of our spirit, the infinite nature of our being, and how we really are connected to everything through like those ripples. Those ripples will touch whatever we're saying. So I can look at the same thing as usual with the left, right, top and bottom, but they're pretty much balanced throughout. We'll have to just look at the very subtle things. But I keep seeing like a monkey head or something like that. Like here's an eye and it's looking to the side and there's a little mouth right here. So there's something like that. There is maybe a little bit of like monkey brain, monkey chatter stuff that's a potential, but maybe those branches actually kind of are a distraction, and that the reflection in the water itself rather than the reflection is what's important. I don't. Spirals, tons of spirals, growth and expression. The equidistant cross are things coming together. I also feel like they represent the number 4 too. So like some stability in this kind of chaotic, swirling feeling. Yeah. Yeah, this is not what I expected from this one at all. I totally agree. I thought we were going to have like a little landscape, forest landscape with some fairies peeking out. I really did. I really thought like, or I thought it was going to be just like reflect. I thought there was going to be something sitting on the water like a duck at one point. Yeah, not at all what I expected. Very cool though. All right, let me pull a, did I pull a card for the other one? Yeah, I did. All right, let me pull a card for this one too. Yeah, it's interesting because I kind of had to let go of my attachment to the whole like splattery water things. I really love that texture, and I really wanted to see that. Yeah, so I did it. I really had to let go of my attachment to it being kind of like this ethereal forest. Look at those spirals and that green. Whew. All right, let me move this real quick. Hold on. Yeah, preconceived notions. All right, so this says illuminate the illusion. So here's that damn shadow work again, right? Spread your wings, open your heart, embrace the wisdom of your disowned parts. Discover your truth and divinity, not in the light, but in wholeness. Well, if wholeness isn't the word for that one, I don't know. Dang. Lots of spiral energy. Interesting. Discover the truth and divinity. You're not just light, you're light and dark. And that, you're light and shadow. Yeah, I'm here every week. You got the goosebumps, huh? Yep, every Wednesday at about this time. I start at about 6 o'clock my time, 5:55. And I do 3 paintings if I can. So I'm going to do another one. Here are the first 2. And then I'm giving away these originals. So you know. So I got to sign this one. So you can enter the drawing by going to my profile. There we go. Yeah. So I'm going to do a third one, and then we're going to look at all 3 of them together. I feel like these spirals are kind of like, oh, they're kind of pink and blue, just like that. Isn't that interesting? And when we do 3 in a row like this, I feel like we kind of like zoom in on each one. Like I feel like here we're like zooming in on that area. Yeah, you can enter to win it. So I have the other three I drew winners. So what'll happen is you can enter the drawing, and then next Wednesday right before I start painting, I'll draw a winner. I'll draw the winners and give each one away. So it'll be 3 winners. Mm-hmm. All right, I have to stand up and stretch. I have to stretch between each one, otherwise I won't be able to be on here for hours and hours, you know? Okay. It also, when I get up and start moving around, that's when people leave, and then there's not as many people picking colors, so it kind of works out. All right. So this one is going to be a little different. Instead of showing you the box of colors, here, I'll let you see them up close. Instead of showing you the box of colors, I will have you just pick numbers, but in a second here. Cleanse the palette too. I love that little teapot. Right. Yeah, you can start picking numbers if you want. So 22. Alright, 13, 15. 1, 8, 16. Nice. Have you all seen the finished July calendar since I'm up moving around? I can show you. Yeah, that green's awesome. I do want to go live. I'm going to work on this big ass canvas too at some point. So that'll be fun. And then I think I'm going to have people pick the colors for that canvas and then paint whatever. But here's the... Were you thinking yellow? Nice. I love the black and white in there. I wasn't sure if I'd like that, but I do like the pencil. Oh, yeah, my sound, I cover up, when I hold the phone in my hand, I hold it on over the microphone. But yeah, I tried to do the just black and white and ended up, I really like that orange though. And I like the little bag of herbs and gotcha 14. Do you do that? I hold it weird, I don't know. Alright. So let's see, 14, huh? What is it? Oh, nice. Alright. Check in on Lulu. I need to stand up a little bit longer. Just kind of stretch my legs out. Hi. How was your nap? There's one of my favorites from a couple weeks ago, or months really. I like that one. Oh, you know what's weird? Look at this. Where's that other one? This one. Okay, so I was talking about this. Yeah, this is when you said stag. This was one I was on the other day. And so look at how we've got like these shadowy people here, right? We have this shadowy person in that one too. Huh. Interesting. What is, I'm just reading your comments. 17, gotcha. You were stuck? Alright, ready for the last one. There's a 17. Okay. And just a reminder, if anybody wants to enter, you can enter for a chance to win one of the originals. You can also get 33% off your intuitive painting session. That's the discount's only while I'm live, though. I know, she's like a little teeny tiny fox or something, that little fluff. You talking about the dog, or? I'm assuming. Yeah, the numbers are for, oh, did somebody ask what the number, why are we picking numbers? Yeah, if you want to pick a color for, I'm going to start a new painting, and I've got a box of colors. So 17's already been chosen. If you want to pick another one, it's 1 through 36. Otherwise, 7, that's fine too. That we got a lot of repeats. 24. Alright. I love that color. Alright, last one. It does mean 17's a must, yeah. Hey. Okay, those are our colors. Got your 13 there, yeah. Oh my, isn't that, it's a little soap dish. I love the texture. It kind of looks like maps of a residential neighborhood or something. Yeah. All right. And away we go. Oh, the discount on the intuitive painting. So while I'm live, you can book a session with me and you can save 33% on it. There's a coupon. There's a coupon code on my website. So I make paintings like this for people live on a Zoom session, like one-on-one. And you pick the colors, then I paint the painting. They're larger ones, of course. Well, not of course, but they're larger ones. 9 by 12. And then, so it's like a reading, like you get insights into whatever you need to know. Life path stuff is what I'm best at. I'm not really I can't tell you whether or not you're pregnant or if so-and-so likes you. Those aren't my thing. There you go, Becky. If you don't have Zoom, and you don't want to get Zoom, I can do like one of the messenger things, like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, but I won't be able to record it for you. But I can still do it. I can also, by request, I will do the session without you also, because I know some people just don't really want to talk to someone they don't know. Like, that's fine too. I don't really like to do that. I prefer having the person there, but I can do it if it's really a thing. If you really want one done, and you don't want to attend a session, just email me. But it's better if you can be there and then ask your questions and stuff. Oh, interesting. Google Hangouts, huh? I don't really use Google stuff as much as I don't really. Or whatever Google calls itself, I know. Yeah, it'd be really fun. They're fun. I love it. It started when I used to do like fairs and stuff, and I would do painted palm readings. So I would put the paint on people's hands and then smack it down on a piece of paper, and then I would paint something out of that. And I love doing that too, but that's a little harder virtually. So I started doing it like this instead. Wow, there's a whole lot going on in this one, isn't there? Yay. Yeah, that was fun painting with both of you. Matzo balls, welcome. When I moved up here, they don't have matzo balls at any restaurants, and I grew up in a town where it was just a standard thing, like, just have it on, there's always matzo ball soup on the menu in almost every restaurant, but nobody knows what the heck it is up here. It's so weird. Yeah, I feel like there's a lady's head right here, somebody's head there. This feels like a tower or a castle or something. This is very interesting. Reminds me a little bit of like a game controller. Yeah. Pregnant lady in the center. That's interesting because I am seeing someone here. There's like a pink dress, and these are knees, and they're like jumping, or maybe it's a swimsuit. But they have this itty bitty tiny head and blue hair. Yeah, like a dancer or something. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's like a little pig right there. There's the nose and the eye. It's like the body is right here, and then the head's over here. Do you see that? Like, here's the shoulder and arm, and there's like a head. Either it's a really tiny little face with blue hair, like blue hair and a ponytail, or this body head is over here. Oh, that's so weird. Let's see. So the way I decide what to paint is I go with whatever I know for sure, right? And I kind of just, I look at things and then I see where my eyes, you know how your eyes kind of will go wander around and then they drift back somewhere. I look to see where my eyes keep drifting back. And my eyes are doing two things. They're going over to here, which I'm trying to go like, is this a leg? Like here's the thigh and then there's like a shoe or something. But I'm also, I also see a frog with a top hat right here that just keeps catching my eye, and this little really wonky little owl. You see that wonky owl? No. Oh, actually that just shifted too. That looks like a note. Oh wow, it's like remember Ziggy? Like where the nose was hanging over the wall? Kind of looks like that. So I'm seeing a lot of stuff and I need to... Someone say hippo. Were you seeing like the eye? Because I was just seeing like another dragon over here, like the forehead of the dragon's here and there's an eye. Like it's a sleeping dragon and then this person is in front of it. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Yep, exactly. That is exactly right. Hey, Jenna. Yeah, it's like a little gnome. I kind of want to do that because I'm digging that little nose. You see that? With like a funky hat. But I also do feel like there's someone here too. Okay, so I'm going to start there. And maybe that dragon. I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. And maybe none of it will get painted. But it's okay. This one feels like black lines right off the bat, which is weird because I'm like gonna commit to these lines even though I'm not really even sure what it is, because quite honestly this right here looks like another person's head wearing another like leotard something or other, and they've got somebody on their shoulders too, so there's like this whole thing happening that I don't even know. But so, and I'm just gonna come right over here and do this nose because I know this is what I know is for sure. This is a nose. And there's kind of this floppy hat. And acrobats, yeah, like something. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Really? Your friend was in the circus? That's wild. So... Oh. A little hamburger. Oh. Hey, Nifty. How's it going? Isn't that no? I mean, the nose was there. Oh, I'm glad that it's helped you. That means so much to me. Yeah. I don't want to do too much with the beard and stuff. I do want to come over here and kind of define this hat a little more. I feel like the hat is almost like a world map. It's kind of weird. Isn't it fun? I love hearing what everybody sees too. I feel like the gnome is meant to have like these just very kind eyes. Like smiling with its eyes. Yeah. The gymnasts, yes, and that's what that's next. I'm not really sure where I'm going with it because there's like two. Oh, thanks. I'm like putting it up. Okay, so here's what I see. I see a head here, hips like leotard here, right, and then arms out. Or something, but then there's also someone in like a dress up here. I think this is their knee. I can't decide if this is like a head or knees. And then there's like, this is their chest, and then they have a small head and their arm comes down like that. Are they on their shoulders? Yeah, and then there's a woman. But what's weird is like, I feel like this head belongs on this body. I know I keep going to that little headed figure. I think that's the one I need to start with. Yeah, you know what? Feel free to call out whatever you see at any time, whether someone's mentioned it or if I'm painting it. And just so y'all know, like, I won't always paint what you see too. I gotta paint what I see, because otherwise it's kind of impossible to paint what somebody else sees. But yeah, I see like a nose here too. A lot of faces and figures. It does feel a little bit like, okay, so I saw the top figure first, so we're gonna go with that one. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit because I feel like there's like, I feel like it's a dress though. Because I feel like maybe this is the knee. and they're reaching back. Like here's a shoulder. Oops. Oh, hey, Tara. Dog nose blue. Is it down here, the dog nose? Oh, I hadn't considered that. Oh, I see. So this would be like under her chin, and then her head's like right here, and then all that's hair. Yeah. I hadn't seen that. I thought like this was her head. But it's not. Like here's her nose, and then her lips and chin, and then her ear. Yeah. Or something. Maybe that's a little too big, but. Oh, I love that hair. Beautiful. Well, I still like. Still not sure like what's knees and what's someone's head. I don't know. No, that's okay. Come and go as you please. I'm not sure. This is the last of 3, but I might, get up, get a fresh cup of tea, and maybe come back and pull some cards too. So I might be here for a while. Okay, I think. missed so many. What do you mean? I only did 2. Feet are hard. They're not, it doesn't make sense to me, the shape of our feet. Oh damn, I've been on here for like, I don't care. Sorry. Huh. You know, the next song that came on, Dance of Life. Perfect. She's floating or something. Or maybe this part right here is like her wings. You wanted a fairy. Somebody said something about a fairy in the last one. There we go. Oops, that's his hat. Tree back here. I think maybe that's more of a mountain or something. I just looked up and it said the lettuce. It's funny. Oh, I love that. It is a big thing of lettuce, you're right. Yeah, it does feel like Ferngul, yep. I love her pink dress now. Yeah, I know they're all my favorites too. It's so funny how the music is perfect. I don't know if I'm painting to the music or if the music is just. It is like surrender. That's what okay, perfect. That's what I was looking for. Surrendering to an unexpected change in the breeze. Nice. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Intense, right? Whew. Solar plexus activate. That's what it feels like. Whew. I am listening to a channel on YouTube called Soothing Relaxation, and the song that's playing is called Dance of Life by Peter Helland. I probably butchered his name, but that's the way it looks to me. What's up, Luli? You need to go out? Alright, let's see. else? I feel like there needs to be some attention down here. I feel like they jumped. I like it too, yeah. Thanks. Oh, what is that? I feel like there's... Alright, I think... There's like a... Oh no. Yeah, it's like the like Avatar or yeah. Like one of those transformation. Yeah. That's exactly what it feels like to me too. Whew. I think, yeah, the whole greens is beard, I guess. I don't know. It is a stag. Hello. Here I am. keep thinking I'm done, and then it's like, well, hold on. A little person in that tree. Wow. All right, I think it's done. Oh, wow. That's a lot going on, but there's one thing over here that I'm kind of interested in. Alright, I guess there's another face over there. That one's got its eyes open. All the other ones are, well, so does the little gnomey guy, too. Need a shadow. That looks weird. Needs to be a little grounded. There we go. Holy guacamole. What is going on over here? This is... I feel like there's like a figure here. Like this is their head. This is their heart. There's a shoulder and an arm. And like there's a hand right here. I don't know if they're... Maybe they're sitting. Maybe that's just them. Yeah, you know what? That's what that is. That's their hand and that's their knee. So the same person, but they're like sitting kind of in a meditative, kind of the same thing as this person in the tree. Okay, that's what it is. I've decided. Okay, I think I'm done. Holy cow. I do want to say, like, that's just such a perfect nose. I love that nose. Okay, so let's see. What is it saying to you? Or that too. Yeah. Oh, I love the blue in it. That deep, it's a deep blue, so it makes me think of like third eye, like indigo. I'm so tempted to put stars in it, but I'm not gonna. Do I want stars in it? Let me see. I mean, there is one star, it's the sun, but I feel like I want little starburst thingies in it. Oh, Pleiades. Okay. It does feel like letting go. Absolutely. Yeah, so I feel like it's like the same. It's like the self and higher self and like all the many. Well, so the thing is with these paintings, everything in it represents the self, right? So it's like all the many aspects of self, which is very much like what the other last one said too. I love that concept of surrender. You know, for a long time I resisted. I did not like that word surrender. I was like, I don't like giving up. I don't like giving in or letting something else take over. And then I read, I think it was an artist that I really like, and she's also a sister out of this congregation that founded the college I went to, and she describes surrender as letting go into love. And it really reframed it for me. And lately I've been hearing it as surrender as like letting go to self, letting go to your higher self. And I'm much more comfortable with that. I'm such a control freak. I don't like, but I love that concept, like letting go for itself. So the gnome is very interesting, isn't it? And I'm not going to lie, like in the beginning, I was very uncomfortable with, it felt sort of sexual, and there was like a phallic symbol over here where this tree was, and then it felt a little uncomfortable to me, and the gnome made me very uncomfortable in the beginning. I didn't want to paint it, but I quite like it now. It feels much more comfortable, but that's the lens that I see through. I'm not very comfortable with some masculine energies, and there was something about it. But I think this expressiveness, like how open, and also like the trauma response that I have to holding my arms back like that and allowing my like soft organs and my heart and like all those things open, that's a very difficult pose for me personally. Like, and I know like when I was working with women who had trauma, like when we were doing yoga and stuff, it's very difficult to lay with your arms open and your chest and this area exposed like that. So it's a very vulnerable, so there's a lot of vulnerability coming through with this also. And I think that that's part of what the message is like really being quite vulnerable. There's a collective in it. Yeah, and the position of her legs too, like birthing. Yeah, totally. And that's what and then also like the two figures that were both like in swimsuits, which was also like, it was just a weird like thing. So here, this looks to me like the Americas and North America and like those continents, like, and it's like coming out of her hand, like she's touching that. And that's, I know not everybody watching is from the same place I am, but, I'm obviously, seeing through my own lenses, but it feels like there's something about something of the world, like that this gnome represents, like wearing the hat of, I don't know, like society or something like that. So everything on this left side is internal. I feel like there's just a ton of healing, and it's like coming up for healing. I feel like she's lifted up, like almost like sucked up off the earth, Yeah, like earthy. Yeah. So here's this. And so all of this is happening internally. And then what's happening externally is this kind of bridge to open eye, to like seeing clearly, I think, and sensing. Noses to me, that's the other thing with the nose. To have the nose first, nose to me represents sensitivity, because I think of like you know, when we're sensitive to something like grass or something like that, first indication is that we start to like get an itchy nose. So I think when noses come up and they're very prominent, I think of sensitivity. So there's something about sensitivity. Also the fragility of like her wings, but also she feels very strong. So she feels like fragile and strong at the same time, which is quite beautiful, I think. And the translucent nature, like it was important that her wings were kind of translucent. Well, I thought that was interesting. Ah, and the stag is right in the center, isn't it? Which path will it take? The bridge? Will it go, yeah, will it cross the bridge, or will it, you know, there's a abundance that it's coming out of coming out of the deep forest and into an open field. That's another area of vulnerability, isn't it? Where it's, you know, will it come out and eat and get what it needs, but also put itself in a position of potential vulnerability to come out of the shelter of the forest into the field? Yeah. And then it also, yeah, oh, that's interesting. The head and body, it's got this little tiny heart. I don't know if can you see the heart right at it? It's just a glowing heart right in the center. And hers too, that's going right in that solar plexus area, like personal will. So up here, I found this interesting. It's like that figure again, like a lot of air and fire energy. It's like clouds and the sun, and I think the sun is such a nice symbol though for like it's coming up, like it's coming, like new dawning, like the new change. Oh, so yeah, I guess it does look like a gust of wind. There's like this. It's funny because I don't feel like it's her wings that are lifting her up. I feel like it's something else. So even though she has wings, yeah. Yeah, the gnome is looking kind of out here. Huh. Yeah, I don't feel like it just feels blank. It looks like a blank stare or something. But kind. There's like the eyes feel kind too. The gnome eyes are forward, present, and the blue eyes are right to the future. Yeah. Yeah. Embracing the light, the new beginning. Love that. Just a presence. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me too. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit nefarious, but not quite smart enough to do anything about it. Yeah. Yeah. That is my favorite part, her hair. I love hair, though. All right. So let's pull a card around this one. I feel like I want to get the trees out. Let me go grab those. Yeah, you can use, so I've got the 33% off of the intuitive painting sessions, but you can also use it for oracle cards if you want to. He's looking at a bunch of dandelions. Yeah, he is. He's just kind of looking at his own beard. He's decorating himself. Didn't you say something about decorating yourself earlier? He's like decorating his beard with dandelions. Trickster. Yeah, so didn't someone said something about a fox, so I think too. Or guardian, yeah. Can be both. Alright, let's see. So this is the For the Love of Trees deck. This is a hand stamped deck that I make. I love that gold. Isn't that pretty? Shiny, shiny. Alright. Ooh, purple's intense. Awakening. Yep. Trust your intuition. Your path is brightly lit. Wear purple or amethyst to heal and amplify your natural gifts and abilities. She got the pink, got the purple hair. Yeah. I know, it like, whooped. All right, now I gotta pull one from here because I just didn't get one from the Sacred Journey. So this is the Sacred Journey mixed with the Mandala series. Actually, I'll pull one for, let's look at all three of them together and then I'll pull some cards. I can pull some cards for individuals too if y'all feel like it. And just for fun. I got a few minutes. Just a reminder, if you want to enter to win any of these, I'm giving the originals away. So just go to the links in my profile, or bio, or whatever you call it. All right, brightly lit is for sure. God, you can tell the difference between the glossy one and the not glossy. Look at that green really came out in this one. All right, so here's where we started. I think they're the same person. There's this interesting thing about like the face and then things swirling around it, right? The threes, yeah, the three beings. Yeah. 3 hearts and 3. That one. And then this one. And this one, yeah. Whew. I feel like there's something about, like, this energy is the same kind of, like, pulling out, like, expressing as this here. I don't know how to put it to words, but... Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know, I just forget to sign things. Thank you. All right. So, let's see. A. This is the one that fell off the table. Look at that. Radiant goodness. Oh, very well put. The golden light of grace. An invitation awaits your response. Acceptance gives stability to your dreams. Stand strong and allow divine wisdom to flow to you. Look at that. Let it flow to you. I just heard the sun will come up tomorrow in my head. I don't know. Nice. There's another one. Ripple effect. What? Don't be dismayed if happiness fades. It sparked a momentum of positive change, so water your garden with gratitude and joy will bloom again. That was a good one. And oh, look at that, Wicked Witch. Oh, look at how it's got the same kind of motion as this one. It's kind of like whoop. It's like shoo. Reflection and revelry. As you move through the dimensions of you, celebrate each new vista, embrace the enjoyment, unwrap your gifts, and savor the infinite unfolding of your creation story. Definitely, you were meant to be here tonight. Look at how similar the colors are, too. Wow. See the little, I love the little people. And I was saying over on this side, it felt like there was a hand like holding something. It reminds me of that a little bit. That's nuts. I love it. I love how that works, you know? Yeah, this was a painting. So I created this painting for Wicked Witch, and then, so she got the original, and then I made the card from it. So it's so funny that you're here for it. And look at oh man, that's wild. Yeah, it went backwards through the story, didn't it? First card for the third, and then middle, and then, that's cool. Perfect. That's so weird. How could they fit so well? Oh, that's fun. I know, I'm a little bit like, I'm a little stunned by it. All right, I'm just going to pull a few cards, just as general cards, and then I got to get going. But I'm going to pull one from each deck. Just so this is for anybody who needs a message beyond what came through, because some of us do, you know. So if you need some, I feel like sometimes we need confirmation, even though it's like, I don't know how you could pick a better card than those, but so to just kind of hold whatever's on your mind for you personally in your heart for a second. And I'm going to pull a card from each one. And there's one. Entanglements. Choose wisely those with whom you connect. You may need to sever ties to clear your path, but this is for the highest good of all involved. So, two parts of that one. One, if there are people that you need to kind of sever ties with, you need to, you know, it would be in your best interest. It's also in their best interest. So don't feel bad about it. But also, as you engage with new people, keep in mind the more time we spend with people, the more we become like entangled with them. Our energy becomes kind of attuned to each other. So keep that in mind. So here's one from the Mandala series, Balance of Power. It may seem that there are opposing forces within you. They are equal in value. Honor them. Allow the natural rhythm of life to guide your powerful abilities. I almost said emotions, and it's such an interesting thing because emotions and abilities are very similar because they're powerful. You know, the way we feel really impacts the way that we speak and behave and see things, and, you know, and it doesn't always feel like we have a say in how we feel. But it is an ability. And it's not opposing. Like, feeling fear or like sadness and happiness, like it feels like, but they're all the same. It's the same thing, just different ends of the spectrum. So, all right. So now one from the Sacred Journey. Yeah, I like this one. Unleash your peace. I just did a spiral today on my calendar. Take the leap and set your soul free. Focus not on trying to find your footing, but finding the faith to spread your wings. Acknowledge oneness. Feel the stability of continuous flow. The source of peace moves through you. And look at, there's some flower of life stuff up there too. So, oh, obviously right in center too. Yeah, that's one of my favorite cards. Unleash your peace. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in and for participating so fully and contributing your energy to the artwork tonight. It was an amazing session. Thank you so much. And I'll post pictures of it, but they'll also be scanned, and you'll be able to see them if you want to sit and look at the still images. They'll be on my website in the gallery. And then I'll obviously, enter, see if you can win. I'll be drawing winners for each one next Wednesday. So Don't forget to enter the drawing. And I'll leave up the code if anybody wants to book a session. You can save 33% tonight for the next hour or so. All right, well, I'm so glad you were here. I can't believe I drew your card. That was really cool. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Or Thursday. Bye.